Welcome back and many thanks for staying with us right here on Morning at NTV with me, Romeo Busiku. We are heading into our next segment, Take Note. We are going to be discussing the use of social media to market your business. And in studio, I have an advertising sales supervisor working with The Observer. Her name is Tilda Kakia. She'll be talking to us how she managed to make her restaurant thrive, and she tells me it's not really a restaurant, but it's a kitchen restaurant at the Junction Bar in Chihuahua. She now joins us right now in studio. Many thanks for joining us.
You're welcome.
So Ms. Tilda Kakia, tell me, what is your experience in running a kitchen through social media? How easy or hard is it?
I could say it's both easy and hard. Easy because you have the ready audience. You just put up a picture, describe the picture, give people contacts, and they call you.
So that's the easy part.
That's the easy part. The hard part is, one, the food has to look like that picture. And then it has to taste like the picture. The picture looks good. Food needs to taste good. And then the moment you send out that food, if the person is not eating at the restaurant, that means you cannot control the reactions. So if the food is not good, the salt is a bit little, it's overcooked, it's undercooked, it's cold, delivery came in later, someone will still go through social media to lodge that complaint. So you cannot control the reaction.
So what happens? You post the picture on the internet.
Yep.
And then I see the picture. How do I contact you to order?
Well, I post a picture and then put my number and location. So I ask you to call me. So people actually call.
And you deliver the food?
Yes.
Kind of like Jumia. But what did you make it, what did you do to make it work for you this far?
Well, far.
Yes.
Well, it's only been about 2 months and a few weeks.
Trust me, that is longer than most. Some people can't even survive a week or even a day.
Yeah, but
to others, the idea will just die in their head.
Yeah, but it's quite amazing because most of my customers are actually from social media, which is quite strange. I just put up pictures in different groups. You know, on social media we have different, mainly Facebook, that's what I use. But a friend of mine put up a picture on Twitter, and in about 5 minutes I had about 3 calls, which was quite amazing. So Twitter also is very influential. But Facebook, we have different groups. There's the food networks, there's your personal wall as well. You have to be well conversant with
that looks
the
yummy.
Networks.
Is that some of the food that you cook?
Yes, it is.
Wow, that really looks yummy.
And this is actual Kafunda food, you know, chikalai, pork pilau. You know, you make up stuff.
And I've heard that is really the best.
Well,
Kafunda food.
Yes, that's what I hear. So it's very inexpensive food, but then social media works.
So what does this cost you?
Well, I pay OTT.
So only OTT 200 shillings and then voila.
I pay OTT. I buy my data. I cook the food, take a picture with my Technophone, and then I put it on social media. And then that's pretty much what it costs.
Well, we now have competitors. We have Jumia, who pretty much do the same on a large scale basis. What are you doing to keep up with the competition?
Jumia is not a competitor. You know, more like partners.
Explain.
I'm trying to get onto Jumia right now because then I want to put the responsibility of orders getting there on time on someone else. That is Jumia.
A third party.
So Jumia is another platform on which we could put our businesses as people that do businesses related to delivery. You know, so you just transfer the responsibility of the delivery onto these guys. So they are not competitors.
So how do you deal with the pressure and the tension that comes with being on social media all the time? How do you deal with the scammers and these people who waste your time? How do you deal with all that?
One, you have to be a clown, you know.
Explain.
People like clowns. On social media, if you're always putting up prayers and motivational speeches and stuff, no one is going to read that.
But I do that.
So every once in a while. So possibly no one
my
is,
followers.
Yeah. So maybe you had a name before you did that.
They love it.
You know, you had to be somewhere before you put a prayer.
Understood.
So the rest of us have to be clowns. You put up silly stuff, you know, funny jokes. Some of them not so funny. Some of them, you know. So you you become bold in a way that people think you don't have you're not sensitive in any way. So you have to act like it doesn't matter. You know, people don't see you, they see the business. And then you're using, because personally for me, I already had a quirky kind of character on social media.
Okay.
So I just had a bit of a following, just a bit, where I know that when I go into a food group and I post something, I say something silly about the food, people read and then follow, just a few likes here, a few comments. Then this time when you put up your food, kind of gets the same kind of following. So already I'm a clown, so there's no clown that can be afraid of attention or any of that. It's like a mask that you wear, and then that mask is who you are. Yes.
Let's get to know Tilda Kakia a bit, okay? Because on social media you said you put out those quacky posts which might, you know, confuse whoever is reading those tweets, because they might be like, okay, is this the real her or not? So let's get to know the real Tilda Kakia. What inspired you to wake up one day and say, okay, I'm going to start a social media business? Or I'm going to use social media to run my business. What inspired you to do that?
Well, I have to tell you, the truth is, I didn't think, you know. I didn't think. I went to the bar for food and a beer. You know, I took a few beers, about 2 or 3. And then when I called the food guys, I was told the kitchen was closed. So I talked to Mark. Mark is the owner of the bar. So I talked to Mark. I told him, where did the food guys go? Mark told me, oh, they closed, they moved. So I told him, is the kitchen vacant? He said, yes. And I told him, can I run it? He said, yes, you can. I asked him, what does it take? So just talk to me tomorrow and then we do this.
And then you do it.
So I didn't think, I just
like
rushed
that.
in, yeah.
So as you look to grow, do you see a time when your business will grow beyond what you expect presently? For instance, when demand becomes overwhelming?
I'm not looking at a point of demand getting overwhelming. I'm looking
after this show, trust me, demand will be overwhelming. Everyone is going to be looking for Tilda Kakia. So as you look to grow, do you see a time when your business will grow beyond what you expect presently? Because right now you're looking at, okay, I have this small group that I'm catering for. Now that after leaving this show, I'm sure there'll be like a gazillion people looking for you.
I hope so.
So how ready are you for this overwhelming number of people?
I think I'm ready, because when it comes to a kitchen, it's not like a restaurant that I have to sit them down, because most of my customers are delivery people. So what I have to do is to get a formidable delivery system, and then very good guys behind the kitchen to do the cooking. You know, so it's all about efficiency. You know, the space is good enough. Efficiency is what I need.
Okay.
And that also depends on the employees that you have. So I just have to keep pushing them, looking for better guys, that kind of thing.
So what are some of the advantages that come with running a business through social media?
Well, like I told you, it's totally costless, because naturally in our lives we still have to pay OTT and buy data, and you know, we have to have the smartphones. We already use them for so many things. So when it comes to business, come on, imagine you're sitting in your restaurant and you made food, and then you have to pay someone to do your advertising. But then this time around, you just have to take a picture, put it on, and in a few minutes you already have people calling you. So I think it's a very good innovation.
Okay, benefits aside, are there any particular challenges to running a business through social media?
Yeah, quite many.
Breaking them down.
Many. Like I told you, you cannot control the response. Sometimes the orders can be a bit more overwhelming, and then people don't really read the content that you put out, so orders come in late. And then you send a delivery guy, he goes in late. And then some people expect the food. Some people don't really read everything that you put when you put up your advert. So when the food comes in, they expect this and that. Some people don't even pay for delivery. So it's quite challenging.
Understood. Now share with us some lessons that you have noted that others should look out for.
Well, one, it's a full-time job, you know. So apart from only posting about your food, you have to post different things, keep people interested, Do not bother them with the same content all the time. You don't have to lose your online persona because now you're selling something. So you have to keep that up and keep people interested. You know, that is one thing that I've learned. The other thing is to not, you know, these adverts are very, sometimes the demand can overwhelm you when you're not ready. So you have to be very careful at how you put out the adverts. Just be sure that you can deliver as promised, you know. And then, what else can I say? You have to be on your phone all the time.
All the time?
All the time. All the time.
That is a very daunting task, given the fact that you also have a job that, as an advertising sales representative with the Observer. So full-time, what does that mean?
No, the good thing is that...
Does that mean you neglect your job?
No.
You can do that concurrently?
The good thing is that my job itself also depends on me being online, you know, on my phone, communicating. So, and my personality as well. I live a lot on social media, so it kind of fitted. I was already online all the time. So I just have to take off a few minutes, drop a few food pictures, and then...
And voila. It sounds easy when Tilda Kakia gives us the tips, but I hope it's been helpful. And if you want to start a business using social media to market yourself, I think you have the tips now to do that. Many thanks to Tilda Kakia, Senior Sales Supervisor with the Observer, for coming and talking to us.
Thank you for having me.
Well, you're still watching Morning at NTV with me, Romeo Busiku. A lot more still coming up right here on NTV. Keep it here.